Yeah, I don't normally press the button, so I don't know if we are now. It says we are.
Oh. It's not swapped on YouTube yet.
We must be.
Yeah.
I'm not usually the one that presses the button. He does.
Hello.
I think we are. We must be. Is it changed? We
It
are.
says live by 28 seconds.
So I sound like a bit of a knob then.
Everybody.
For the first 28 seconds, I sound a bit like a knob. Hi, Louise.
Louise is there. Hi, Louise.
Tell you what, Scott, being on the other one and not being able to vape kills me.
Yep.
Hey, Simon. Chris is ginger.
Growing his beard out. Yeah.
Oh, was that?
So Victoria's
that
going to provide the swearing tonight.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Off you go.
Louise says hello to Victoria. Victoria.
Victoria, how are you? You good? He's smiling at you.
So tonight we're just going to have a chilled live. It's not going to be pairing spiders or anything because, one, I can't be able to go upstairs, and two, I lied in bed last night and all I could hear was tapping, and I had my head torch and I turned it on and I was scanning my room and I could see my Vietnam Silver female tapping, so I shoved a male in with her just to sort her out because she was obviously really horny last night and didn't want to go to bed until she was sorted. So put him in. At first he was a little bit scatty and didn't want to go near her, so I forced him. So I'm not going to leave my girl,
Wanting.
Bed wanting. So I forced him.
So you raped him?
Yeah. I forced him. He did the deed after an hour, and then she went quiet. She went into a burrow and she was happy she'd done. So that was that. And then I got some Euthai Thannies as well doing it. So I'm just gonna have to shove the male in with those two girls, except for one girl is and the other girl could not be kidnapped. So I need to choose wisely who we get satisfied first. The non-kidnappable one or the one that's it's just a danger, isn't it? And with the big ones.
Just checked on my Fonopelma Gabelli pair and both needed some water, but the male just escaped out of his box and ran around the lounge floor from chasing him with the lid. Eventually he got on the lid and managed to pop him back in, but she's not too responsive at the moment. So
hey Steve. Yeah, they are buggies. I mean, do you know
fast? You don't think a Fonopelma are fast, but the males certainly are.
They work on hydraulics. They're all capable of speed.
Oh yeah, if they need to.
I paired my Sturmy female in November, end of November, so in the colder season, right? She's been bunked down since burrowed feet, and then 2 nights ago, she got it out.
Yeah.
The weather became too warm and she just molted out. So back to square one. Now I've got to wait again.
It's this second heat wave that's coming in July, 40 degrees. That's what's worrying me.
They're just molting out. It's just fucking up everything.
They're loving the heat, but they are fucking molting like fuck.
Yeah, because it's fucking everything up. It's not like it's too hot for the offspring, so they're just getting rid of it.
And I've just got hold of an electric blue male, mature male.
Metanocarum.
And I'm like...
Metanocarum.
I might have made a mistake with it being so hot at the moment.
Yeah. Have you paired them?
Not yet.
Okay.
I've moved her to the lowest shelf possible, and what else can you do?
Well, what
might-
is your room now in the middle shelf?
You're looking at about 30 degrees from mid to top. 32, 33, top shelf. In the middle of the day, 36.
Yeah, not too bad here. I think I'm hitting 29 tops
Hey, Donna.
on the other side of the house.
But she needs it to be quite cool, so I might move her into the house, into the kitchen, because that's about 20.
No, she doesn't need to be too cool. The Tana Cam can go up to 28 degrees in a high season.
Ooh.
But you want to keep her around about 26 pairing. And then
On the bottom shelf would be alright.
yeah. And then leave it a couple weeks, and then I would make the monsoon happen and let it gradual dry. And I mean soak it, because they get floods where they go up.
Out the borough almost, yeah.
Yeah, they go up the trees, and then they'll come back down, and then they'll hopefully drop.
That's how they reckon. That's why they think police the area are communal, because apparently somebody spotted them together on a tree in the floods.
Well, of course they're going to go up
And then went, oh, they're communal.
No, of course they've got. I'm sorry, with this fucking flood, you stood on the same pissing roof. You don't
Yeah. Don't mean with shagging, does it? Do you know what I mean?
Just fucking on the roof, not drowning. Oh, sorry, we're swearing in front of Victoria.
I'm sure Mark's read out aloud from the WhatsApp group word.
Some raisins at the moment.
I think Mark says worse.
I think he does when he reads the chat. That hook goes where?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I'm just hovering over the delete key.
What I'm finding difficult is I am finding it
Admin
quite
rush.
difficult to keep my Panthos and my Zenenthis cooler.
Well, I don't keep many of those at all.
So I've got quite a few Panthos, and I've got quite a few Zenethis, and I've got males, which
I haven't got any Zenensis at the moment.
So I've put what? Sorry.
I haven't got any Zenensis.
So I've put the male Zenethis upstairs where it's warmer, because I'm wanting them to molt out, because they're not mature yet. But I've got the females in the downstairs spider room, and I'm hoping that it's cool enough. So far, I've managed to keep this room at a high of 25 max. So it's not doing too bad.
Hi, chat, by the way. I can't see anybody, but I can't see the comment today.
Wild
Oh,
D's
let's do this
joined.
then.
Evening. So there's just a couple of the big girls.
I have managed, though, with all this heat, managed to catch quite a mild cold, but with this cold comes a shitload of sinus. Not here, all here. All here. It's
Is
flipping
it
horrible.
cold or is it hay fever?
Could be a touch hay fever, but my eyes have been alright this year. Actually, it could be, because I'm alright with aircon.
Let's click there.
The other girl.
There you go. You should be able to see it on the screen
Ooh.
now, on our screen. So Jeanette says, hi, everyone. Louise says, ooh, what species, Mark?
Both adult
Still
female.
can't see it, hold on. No, I can't see.
My two chunky
Underneath
ones.
you on the screen.
Hmm? Yeah, you've put us on big screen now.
On our chat, on the big screen, you can see underneath you can see Louise has written something. Look.
Fucking hell, I'm on my phone. That's literally like...
Get some glasses.
I don't need glasses. I've got tested and my eyes are great, apparently.
He just jumped out of the tub.
No. That was the cork bark jumped.
It was a Dark Den moment. Mark threw him up in the air. I went, oh, it jumped.
Go back to the other one.
I love how
Hi,
Victoria
Victoria.
like,
Yeah, I know.
Dad's playing with his spiders again.
She's just she's looking on with authority. Look,
Is he looking at you? He is.
She just doesn't care. Hey,
Yeah.
JJ.
Very docile, these two.
Fauna Palma are pretty chill though, aren't they?
how about the spiders? I know me and Ling are pretty docile, but
I'm so chill.
I've lost the males. Just got too old. Just
docile until provoked. That's how I'll describe Ling.
Yeah, but you have to do certain things to provoke me properly. And no one knows what those triggers are. So it's okay.
living.
Breathing too close to Ling is a trigger.
I sang the best song today, didn't I? And I posted
Going
it.
to hug Ling if you don't know her in person is also another trigger.
Don't hug me.
Pretending that you know all the scientific shit and talking to her, that's a massive trigger. Going on a live and reading Google information word for word, that's another Ling trigger. That's probably one of the biggest ones there is.
I do get
She
triggered.
does.
No, I mean like full on trigger me, like proper real life trigger me to the point where I want to karate chop your throat. No one knows that trigger, so it's okay. We don't do that. Otherwise, the song that I sang today on the other platform I do will come true.
This is another Calcodes female.
I forgot Mark was showing us spiders. Sorry.
I didn't think you liked Calcodes.
Yeah, I didn't think you liked Calcodes, Mark.
Oh, she's.
He's on the sofa over there, Louise. I like that song too, Donna.
If I turn her around.
This is Mark's least favourite spider. This is
There you
his
go. She's
All the time.
bit of a bare bum there, so she's well due a molt.
Mark doesn't really like this species. I don't know why he's got one.
So it's a futures market. I think the price will go up in the future, so I've bought a lot now.
Mark is the king of Calcodes, I think. What do you reckon, Scott?
Let's go.
Yeah, 100%.
I've never known anyone to have so many Calcodes. It's almost borderlining Louise with her curly hairs.
Oh, that's just ridiculous.
Never known anyone to have so many Tillicatls. What we got now, Mark?
He's actually just started a molt process.
What is that?
I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
What's that, Mark?
That's Calcodes that I've grown from a little sling. Yeah, I'll leave that on to go and get a camera and a time lapse on that. There's another one.
That's just cracked me.
Yeah, well,
We got another one, Mark.
welcome to Friday night with the Calcodes.
Welcome to Friday Night Calcody, where you can get a Calcody with every drink you buy.
That's it.
What's his next one?
It's just run under. That was the second thing. So I've got two little slings, two that I've grown from little slings.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we can get them. Little
What's
juvie,
this one?
yeah, tarantula ribbon box.
So what's this spider?
It's another Calcodes. Oh, there he is.
Going through the stages here, we've had sub-adult, we've had sling, and
Red
now we've
slings, got the juvie now.
We're looking at the life cycle of a Phonopelma genus of the Calcody species.
Yeah, these are
What
all
have I
the
done?
ones in the lounge are females. Well, until I sex the slings. Go on, where's your little face?
Hello, Rachel.
Oh, is that another curly hair?
We're going through the life cycle of
I think that's just curly
Chalcodie.
hair.
It's the Chalcodie life cycle.
And CK, we'll call him. Chalcodie's king, CK.
Yeah, we've done sling, we've done juvie, we've done sub-adult. Now we need mature.
Just going from personal chatting, I need to do my John pose.
You do.
There we go.
Okay. We're going through different enclosures. That was tarantula
No,
room,
you're
so
not doing it
now we're
right.
doing a
You're
spider
not
shop.
doorway.
The gym's that way.
No,
Hey?
you've got to stand in front of the doorway, remember, to show how wide you are to the door.
No, and stand in front of a mirror or a window and pull my trousers down a little bit to show the six pack.
Yeah, the V line.
I used to have that, but I'm not doing all the steads again. Fuck that shit.
Eating well.
Where's she
going
going?
vegan.
Yeah, I'm going to see how far we can go natural, I think.
What's this, Mark?
It's a female Chalcodies.
Adult, female,
Chalcodie.
adult?
Just change.
Is it, what is it, sub?
No, this is female.
Adult or sub?
Adult, yeah.
So this is how big they get as an adult. Do you have any interesting tips on keeping Chalcodies here, Mark?
No, I'd say they're pretty easy, pretty chill.
Does the pyramid in the enclosure channel positive energy for the Chalcodies? Egyptian style helps her to heal.
No, because she would just slap the male away when he was introduced. So a lot of anti-male karma going on through that pyramid.
Oh, it's Hannah. Are you telling me that's Hannah as a spider?
Neck punch.
Are they fast growing or are they slow growing? You've got a question through, Mark.
Slow growing, Louise. Those little slings I've probably had
Hello, Brandon.
2.5, 3 years.
So they are ultra slow growing.
So they're, yeah.
Is there another genus that you could probably like give an example of similarities in growth rate?
No, because even the Grammostolas that I've got have grown at a faster rate.
So they're slower than a Grammostola.
Yeah.
Euthalius?
One of the slowest. They are kind of one of the longest lives, though. So the females can apparently live for about 25 or 30 years, probably more 20 in captivity. Whereas the males will only go up to about 8 to 10.
Yeah.
How long mature for with the males before they...
I'm not sure, because one of the problems I guess we have is that when we're getting them in, most of the ones that come in are wild caught. So you don't know how old they are to start with. You can only kind of make an approximation from their size.
Yeah. It is difficult.
So the male probably lives a couple of years afterwards. That's probably around about the 6-year mark. So there's a lot of waiting around, and that's why you don't get a lot of mature males coming up in the hobby as well.
So with the males, I mean, with a lot of other species, a lot of other genus and species, so a lot of us tend to find that the males perish not long after maturing. With the Aphonopalma males, do they tend to live quite long after maturing compared to other species?
Yes, because I believe I got the male that I did have, who's only passed in the last month, I believe he was past his prime when I got him, because he was no longer really producing sperm webs.
Right.
So I'd give that a minimum of 6 months to a year before he's sort of stopped doing that. But then he's lasted a good 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he stopped making. So he wasn't
Yeah,
very.
it's still active and kind of go through the motions, but I
Yeah.
guess we'll just be firing blanks.
He hit his Hugh Hefner stage.
Yeah.
Mind you, he's not around anymore, is he?
Yeah.
Hello, Rob.
No, long time ago.
Yeah. I wonder what happened to the girls. He had those. I used to like watching that on TV. What is it called? House Bunnies or something like that. Playboy Bunnies.
Yeah, he was a Playboy.
Yeah, but there was a TV show with Holly, Kendra, and another girl.
Were that Stringfellow who had the Playboy house originally?
No, Stringfellow was London nightclub.
Who had the Playboy? Was it Hugh Hefner from the start then, the Playgirl?
Yeah.
Mm.
It was Hugh's.
And
Yeah, I
then
think
when it went
Stringfellow was
Playboy,
Stringfellow's club, yeah.
They say that there's
Playboy
tunnels.
Bunny House or something.
They say that there was tunnels from the Playboy Mansion to Diddy's, wasn't there? Now they're saying that.
Be fucking long tunnels.
What was the other London one? That was Paul Raymond Review Bar.
They're all still going, aren't they?
I don't know. Those guys
Those clubs.
might have passed.
Those type of clubs, there's only two that I know of in Birmingham, both closed now. I don't think there is any in Birmingham.
I thought they were still going in London. Hey, Alan.
Can't see comments. Hello, everybody that's joined.
You guys, memorable
Scott can't see
misfits.
comments. I did try and show him the comments, but he's blind. Even though he has 20/20 vision, he still can't see.
You there, Vicky?
I'll be seeing Alan tomorrow.
Alan! What? What's going on? Sorry, that just came out my mind. That was
Alan,
so inclusive. My inclusive thoughts won.
Alan's a manager over at Wharf Aquatics, so we're going to go over to Wharf Aquatics tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, very nice. Having a day out.
Oh, yeah.
If it's nice tomorrow, I'm going to the beach. Because I think I want to go and have a dip in the sea.
Yeah, I thought about going to Coventry Beach. Well,
There's a beach in Coventry.
yeah,
It's not beach, is it?
it's called the Canal Towpath.
It's a pond. with
That's a
sand.
Canal Towpath.
It's a pond.
No, the Canal Towpath.
But it's not a beach.
Of course it ain't.
It's a pond.
It was humour, Link. Humour.
No, because in Burnley they have a beach, and it actually looks like a beach, but it's a pond with sand.
They had one here, just literally in the countryside between Coventry and Nuneaton. I think they had it for about 2 or 3 years, and then they closed it through health concerns.
What health concerns? What the water?
Very
Yeah, basically just loads of people pissing in it.
Wouldn't it be the same as like an outdoor swimming pool though, if they just kept it clean that way?
It's like a fishing lake. They just put a load of sand down one end.
Yeah, I know, but wouldn't they have like pumps and stuff in it, like an outdoor pool?
No.
That's a bit weird.
No, outdoor pool would be regulated with chlorine and all sorts, wouldn't it? Sand filters. This was just a lake and they just put a bit of sand at the side of it.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Strangely enough, I never went.
Oh. I saw
My
that.
friends went and I said to them, was the beach full of Carling cans and the smell of weed? And they said yes. And I said, yes, exactly why I won't go.
I saw the beach in Burnley, but my mum was go near it when I was 9. She was like, stay away from it, it's dirty. And I was like, oh, okay. It's not like our beach.
I know, I get quite jealous of the American YouTubers because they can just literally 10 minutes and they're in the middle of nowhere and they can go barefoot everywhere without even worrying about it.
Yeah, we can do it here.
And they catch massive gar, like 8-foot long gar and arapaima and all sorts.
Yeah, you can do it here. We've got the River Devon along there. River Foy,
Mm.
got Halford River, and then you've got all the proper beaches that go out into the ocean.
You just need to.
You've got everything. Everything's in Cornwall.
Yeah.
The YouTuber that I watch, the river that he goes to is like about 20 foot deep, and then when the rains come, it's 40 foot.
These are deep rivers, and you got little.
And then
You can canoe round to a pub that's floating on pontoons. Get drunk, get back in your canoe or your kayak, get back round to land. That's tricky.
how many people have been washed out to sea where they've been pissed up in that?
A lot. A lot.
Is there no like little taxis that go to and from?
No. And
Do you know when somebody gets a bit too pissed?
No. I got really drunk once, and I couldn't even see the kayak. My brain just couldn't tell me to do what not with the oar. I just couldn't do it. I was stuck there for ages, just going around in circles. I was making myself sick. In the middle of the sea, so the waves are still coming. You're still doing this, going round in circles. It was hideous. So I haven't done that since.
It's like the beginning scene of Jaws where the guy's just so pissed he falls over on the beach.
Literally, it's not great. It's nice to have food there though, and it's like a really nice place just to go for lunch and stuff if you stay in that mindset. Not if you go on like a full-on pub crawl and decide to include that pub in your pub crawl.
So if you're going to include it in the pub crawl, that's the first place you go.
Yeah. So if you do put that right at the
You
start.
start there.
Yeah.
Evening, Dave and Nat.
How are you? But I was I did a TikTok live. Was it when was that, Donna? Was that yesterday? Losing my fucking brain. I think I did it yesterday.
Tuesday, I think.
Was it last night that I did it?
I can't.
When did I do a TikTok live? Was it yesterday? I think it was. Hi, Ellie.
Oh, Ellie. Hi, Ellie.
And I was doing taxidermy live, and I was talking anatomy. That was pretty cool. I quite like doing that. I opened up a spider and showed it to people live. I was like full on autopsy of a spider live on Invert Show. Yeah, this is what you can get at an Invert Show, an autopsy of a spider. It was. Yeah. I probably did. I opened it right up. I was explaining what the organs inside were and what they did. I think that went all right. What do you reckon, Don? Yeah, it was last night.
That sounds like a wicked thing to do at a invert show.
Now, I would do it at an invert show, but I just don't have the time because I've got Zoo on Wheels, CFTN, and I'm running around with a camera for invert shows. It's just there's just not enough of me to go around.
I can just barely do the 2 running around with a fucking camera, let alone anything else.
Oh, I do all of it. I run around like a fucking head case. So Louise has decided she would like me.
Although I've got to do the inverts YouTube one at Coventry, my own, and work on a stand.
What stand?
Luke's, because Luke's not going to be there.
Oh, so yeah, Scott, you can't read the chat, can you? Rachel Gunstone says, I'm going to pop and say hi tomorrow, Scott.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Spa Spiders, Luke.
Yeah.
What do you mean he's not going to be there?
He's going on holiday.
Oh right, so you're helping Daddy.
And his brothers, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Waldy said you had 150 people on the live.
But to be fair, I can do my walk round for my video piece of piss while they're setting up, and then I'll just give the camera to Tara and say, take a load of fucking clips, and then I'll go interview.
I literally, people, when they see me, they turn the other way. They start walking the other way. Not because they don't like me, it's because they know
You
I'm
don't want to be on
about
camera.
I'm
What
about
I
to
do
go
is just move the camera. You'll get to a point where when somebody walks towards you, by the look on their face, you'll know. So you can just move the camera to a different direction.
No, when they look at me like they don't want me there, that's who the people I go to. So if you look at me like you don't want me to come at you, I come to you.
Put that on the trigger list.
Oh, yeah. I'll just move.
No, if you
The
stare
amount of
at me,
people that walk in front and go, I'm really sorry. And I'm like, no, I'm the one that's in the way. It's me that should be apologising to yourself.
no, if you stare at me when I've got a camera and you are staring at me as if to say, don't talk to me, you are the first person I will come to talk to because you're staring at me and you caught my eyes. You wanna look deeply into my eyes? We will go on camera together.
But not on YouTube.
No, not on YouTube.
Yeah.
So we've got a stand at every show. Zoo on Wheels has got a stand at every show. So we will have our own table. So if you're going to the Western Invert show, come along and say hello to a very stretched Ling and Chris.
Who's working that one? Charlotte again for you?
No, me and Chris.
What are you doing? Putting it on the end of create CFTN then?
Not on the end. No, we've got our own table, complete separate to CFTN, but it will be next to. So we'll put it next to CFTN's table.
That's what I said.
Yeah, not on the end. It's not part.
Yeah, but on the end is next to it.
It will be next to it.
Tim's on one end and you use it be on the other end.
Well, yeah, but Chris will be in the middle on the mystery boxes. Buy my fucking mystery box. Blah 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 blah. And I will be going. So he'll be there, and I'll be going pew 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 behind him, going to my table, CFTN, our table, CFTN. Hey, Bastian.
Hey, Bastian.
And then every now and then getting annoyed because Chris is annoying me.
So let's look at another design of enclosure. So this is a better enclosure, but it's not really better. It's a lie.
Where did you get that one from?
There's a great garden centre at Porton Down. So not very far from where they do all the investigations into Novichok and stuff like that. There's a brilliant garden centre and they've got a massive aquatic setup there, but they also do reptiles and tarantulas.
Is that a branded enclosure though, Mark? Can they get it anywhere else other than that aquatic?
I should imagine you'd be able to get these somewhere.
Are they
They're
paw
pretty common.
Glass
but I think they're more for reptiles because you've got these vents on the end, which mean you can't really fill it high with substrate. So on both ends.
Yeah, you could just tape it.
Yeah,
no,
and then
it will still be breathable through the substrate. I've got.
But the lid is kind of a half vent.
Water.
It's a half vent, half glass, but it's a very odd thing. So you can slide out the top section like that, half section like that. Then there's a bizarre bit of plastic trim which seals that in, and then the second half of the vent just slides over here.
It does seem a bit over-engineered.
Yeah, it's so you can just sort of slide the front bit out and pop something in.
Yeah.
And so that Chalcodes, female Chalcodes, is chilling in there.
Oh, Chalcodes.
Yeah.
They're new.
Where is she?
Mark, how many Chalcodes have you got?
I think it's about 20 or 21 now that the male's passed.
Well, Mark, you do know that Zoo on Wheels may have a couple adult females going up.
Yes, Chris did say.
Actually, adult.
I asked him if his male was becoming free because of that.
Yeah, I've got some adult females going on the website. Yes, actual adults, Scott. They're Spermitica, isn't sure. Yeah, we've got some of those going up soon. I think we've got Simon just used his voucher that he won, and he got himself some very, very nice spiders indeed. One of them molted, so we sexed it for him after he had used his voucher on it, and it's a beautiful female. Also, Simon got a very small surprise off me yesterday in the post, and he had a riddle sent to him, and the riddle said, 2 seconds, I will get it up. The riddle said, as he opened the box, it says, "Hello, Simon. I have legs, but there is not a few. I have yellow, but more blue. I eat well and like to be below and high. Open me with caution. Who knows what lurks inside?" And that's all it said.
Did they get it?
And when, hold on, he's there. Let me highlight.
Has he got it? Does he know about it and all the rest of it now?
He received it yesterday randomly.
Was it a centipede?
I did. I got shouted at, and I didn't even have a fucking clue. And what was it, Simon? What was in the mystery riddle box?
Should have recorded him a message and said, "Hello, Simon. Do you want to play a game?"
That's pretty much what I did, but it was all in a handwritten letter.
Remember when the Saturday Night Takeaway used to do that?
It was a cute little danger noodle. It was indeed a centipede from me. I sent him a centipede randomly. A random act of kindness. I was feeling very kind. Do you know what? This week, everyone has kind of benefited from me a bit because I've been sharing recipes. I've been doing random acts of kindness. So people can't say that I'm mean. I'm not a mean person.
No, you just realise that if you carry on being so mean, you're not going to go into heaven. So you're just balancing it up so you don't get karma.
Yeah. I'm an angel. Simon said, and it's so beautiful. Donna said, right, I am not ordering from you.
You don't have to order. She just needs your address.
No.
That's it.
And I
Got
can get that
Mark Spider Guy
anytime,
next.
Donna. You
He's
don't
like
need
a
to order
centipede.
anything from me. I will just get your address if I want to. No, what's that? Who is that? Is that? That's not Pink Panther, is it?
It's James Bond.
James Bond, where the sky falls.
Pink Panthers. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo.
Oh, yeah, I've got Mark Hamill on live.
What's your favourite James Bond film, though, Mark?
The one with the Chinese guy with the glass diamond pieces all in his face because he's hot.
I quite enjoyed the remake of the Casino one, Casino Royale.
What's
Where
the
he
one
gets,
with
where he
Chinese
gets
guy
zapped
in
in
it?
the car.
I like the original. It was real bad.
But a
Goldfinger.
Goldeneye is funny.
What's the one with the Chinese guy in it with the diamonds in his face?
Gold.
He's a Chinese rapper in real life. He's an actual hip hop artist in China, but he's
Out of the modern ones.
yeah, and he's got diamonds in his face because something explodes.
Who was that in Royale? Was that Daniel Craig, wasn't it?
No,
Yeah,
he was
last one.
Who played Bond?
yeah. So there was a bad guy that was Chinese, and something exploded, and all these shards of diamond got stuck in his face, and he looked really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what Bond film that is now. Was it the one that Adele sang the theme tune for? The World Is Not Enough, Donna says. Now I'm going to have to watch a Bond film.
Could be it's one of the later ones. Adele was.
It was an earlier Bond film of the 2000s.
Somebody get the Google out and put it to rest.
It's not Twilight, Simon.
What was Adele? Skyfall. Yeah, she sang Skyfall, didn't she?
She did, yeah. That's what I just sang then. Because I've got the drum and bass version of Skyfall because I was singing it last night on the other live. And then I was writing on pots in the day yesterday, and I ended up writing what I was singing every time I freaking started singing. That drove me nuts. But yes, we will have new stock on Zoo on Wheels. Please check out the website. Keep an eye on it. We're going to have some new livestock. Don't forget, we also do feeders, so you can get some roaches on there. My kids are having a bond. They're playing Bond, I think, upstairs. I can hear them. One of them is a bad guy anyway. Hilarious. But yeah, when I might do I don't know, I've got some other ideas to do when I go live on the other stuff. But last night I was actually really impressed at how many people are actually interested in the anatomy of spiders and the.
It's just something very new, isn't it, on TikTok, really, instead of the normal crap.
I was just very impressed that a lot of people actually took interest in correct anatomy. Like,
What, instead of they climb up the glass, but I don't know how. But they can climb up glass.
Well, they climb up glass using scopulae on the tips of their feet, which when handling the oils in your skin clogs the hair, the scopulae, and it prevents them from getting full. They can still feel, but
Yet another reason not to handle.
A lot. It mutes it. So they can't get the full scope of everything because you're kind of you're blocking it. It's almost like asking somebody who isn't able to see properly to feel their way around a room wearing 4 pairs of marigolds. They can still feel stuff, but they can't feel the stuff. That's what it's like. So I went
to the Bond things. Yeah, that Bond thing just put. There's an image that Scott posted at some time of someone in the Sam Smith costume. Who did you characterise as that?
That was that pervert, Robbie's Talking Tees. The one that sent pictures of himself and videos to everybody. To vulnerable women in the community.
Oh no.
Why? Where have we got that in the? Is that in the group chat now?
No, I think probably in the old chat.
This was about 3 years ago now, but I'd like to mention it every now and again in case he wants to rear his ugly head at one of the shows, so he knows he's still not welcome.
Hey, why? Has he just come in?
No, he was with Annie, who was also a member of the old plays. Them paired were together and like literally going on like they were a couple and all the rest of it, where really he had a girlfriend who was engaged to, and he was telling her he was staying at his mate's house when he was banging this other girl. But he was videoing himself doing stuff and then sending it to women that was like going through hard times or really vulnerable women that didn't really know how to tell him to no, we don't want that.
What's just triggered this off though? Like, what's just made him come to this?
I couldn't remember who was in an image where he's in that red sort of tape costume that Sam Smith was in. Sam Smith.
Yeah, so I made the image with his face on it because he was a pervert. Another friend of mine did the one where he did like a Predator movie scene and Predator's face was Robbie's.
I mean, whatever he did in his personal life is irrelevant, but what he did to the women of the community, then that makes it relevant to the community. I would say
he did an apology video and then deleted it after about half an hour.
I would say mind our business with regards to his life choices between what he actually does, but when it comes to bombarding
It was.
that don't want that are outside of his life choices.
Oh look, a spider.
It probably like the whole lot probably ended about 6 months before you come into the like social side of it. Then, to be honest,
Yeah, because I was
But
always
it
in the
was-
other stuff. I was always in like the websites and the forums and the science stuff. I was never a part of your group.
no, like the social media full sort of stop.
No, I didn't really do social media until I skipped down the aisle at one show and shouted your name and decided I'm gonna fuck his life up.
You're like a fucking excited little teenager, and then I think you were like, oh, okay, it's just Dave, Scott, and Chris.
Yeah, and Luke.
And then, yeah,
Actually, I was shouting at Luke,
and then
Luke was like,
and then you just harassed us until we put you on a live.
"Yeah, I wasn't really into it. I'm still not really into
Well,
it."
to be fair, I harassed you until you came on a live,
Yeah, you did harass me.
and it was the best thing that ever fucking happened. And then put your admin on the group, and it's just like, yep.
Remember this.
You did harass me. I was very happy in my little geek world with all of
But
my.
now, but now look at all the information that you can share out. Now you're happy with it all, and look how far you look at what you're doing, regardless of how you got into it. Do you know what I mean?
I was just happy in my geek world of spiders for 20 years until you forced me to do things that I didn't want to do. Stop forcing.
And now you're smashing it, and I'm really proud of you.
Thanks, Scott. You can stay there and talk. Of course you do. 2 seconds.
Yeah, see. Coming out.
Do you keep much apart from the Calcodis, Mark?
Yeah, it's only like 1/5 of the collection.
Oh.
So, 100 other things.
I didn't mean that.
Old
I did not mean that in a funny way or anything like that. Just genuine interest.
Yeah.
Does Victoria take much interest in the spiders? Does she watch you when you're rehousing and stuff like that?
No, she's very possessive, so if I'm feeding them, then she'll be moaning. Like, you're not paying attention to me.
Bless her.
So, yeah, but so we've got a couple
Queen of
of
the house. Hey, Victoria.
So we have these guys that are good for Victoria to watch, and we can get them out.
Oh, awesome.
We're getting a lot of back. That's better with the monitors off.
Yeah, the day they bring out an enclosure with a non-reflective plastic or glass screen, the better.
Yeah, that's not sure how much longer we'll have this. It's quite large, so I would think its next molt is probably its last. But it was green when we started, but it just lost all its colour.
Oh.
And then, additional to that, we have this ghost mantis, which is very. So that's its head down the bottom. They have a very sort of long.
They are awesome species. I've had those and the giant Africans. And the devils.
Where is it? Maybe. I'm not very good with that, am I?
Jade Shield just molted and it's now yellow. Lello. And it was all Lello. Woo.
That is a brilliant lyrics in that song.
Okay.
God, it's genius.
Yeah, Jade Ling, we need. Yeah, Jade, we need. What? Sorry.
I don't know if it will
Yeah,
come out or
Jade,
keep me up.
workbooks.
Oh,
What? Oh, Ling books. Ling needs some books. I don't know why, because so see her doing books for kids. I wouldn't even know where to start in doing books, Jade, or how to even get them published.
Upside down. Who's that, Victoria?
I do children's workshops, and I do get hired to do them, and I do get booked up really fast all throughout the year, actually. It's a bit cray.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Few people have seen pictures and things of me doing things like that.
I haven't done one with the beavers for a long time. With Lukey boy.
Well, I travel across the whole of the Cornwall. Not that it's huge, but it's still quite far. And I go around teaching and educating children on tarantulas. I touch a little bit on centipedes. I do very, very basic scorpions, so like the Telson, the bulb, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's scopulae, Jade.
Okay, Ling, can you drop us back?
If you hear a vibration, like a vibrating sound, it is this and not what Scott says. Do not listen to Scott. Okay? It is
What?
So when you hear it, that is not what Scott says it is. It's my this. Just FYI.
He's full of shit. Look, look at the smile on her face when you hear it.
Nails
Exactly.
Nails excite me.
Simon.
And that's not the only thing that's vibrating that's exciting Ling right now.
Nails excite me. Don't be rude.
I'll just bite mine.
What, your cuticles?
Just bite them off.
You bite your cuticles?
Bite the nails off, yeah.
The tips.
No!
I can't not. It's just when they get longer than that, they irritate me and they have to go and that wherever I am. Yeah, as long as my hands are clean.
No, you can't bite your nails. We had
Yeah, you can.
a discussion with Nick, didn't we, Steph, about biting nails. She's now growing her nails.
A lot of mothers bite their children's nails off, like when they're babies and stuff like that. But apparently, it's supposed to be like really natural thing to do with your kids. Nah, fuck that shit.
My kids get a full manicure. I mean, therapists. When we're in the beauty industry, you tend to make sure it all gets done properly.
My hands get smashed up that much at work. I don't really give a shit what my nails look like.
I care about my nails.
You have to trim Victoria's because otherwise end up with like.
I bet.
Where's the e-file from, bitch? It's not an electric cuticle remover. It's an e-file. So it does everything. It files the nails. It does the cuticles.
And it's a rotary, so the buzzing noise is not coming from that.
It is coming from this. But I'm just killing two birds with one stone, because instead of just sitting here and not doing my nails, looking at my fingers going, oh my God, you've got such hideous cuticles, I thought I'd just do my cuticles and talk spiders. So, do you know what? I am actually working on a paper at the moment with two people from the British Tarantula Committee.
That's going to be fucking brilliant.
We're working on one. It's going to take a little while, though, because obviously it's research and observations, so it's not going to be a quick thing. But yeah, it's a co-paper. I am really excited about it, actually. Very excited about it. So you'll have to look out for that. Plus, I'm going to be in the next one, aren't I? Because I won Best Asian.
For the spider, or
Where's Chris? She killed him.
Me, obviously. It was me.
it just catching your voice when you won it on video was just fucking brilliant. The excitement.
Me and you were sitting next to each other, and I was just like, what the fuck?
She grabbed my arm and my whole body was vibrating because she was.
Well, I didn't expect you didn't expect it either.
It was deserved, though. That spider was shockingly beautiful.
She's just molted as well, and she looks even better now.
That's what Tim says. He says if you want to get anywhere near, your spider's got to like molt within about a week of the BTS.
My spider hadn't molted; she was in pre-molt. She's just molted now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in pre-molt.
Credit to the husbandry.
Yeah, I mean I've had her since a sling, so she was one of my OGs. Hannah had a sling off me and she raised him up. I didn't get him the same time as I got her. I had a load of babies after I'd got her, but Hannah had one and he matured out from a different sack. So we tried to pair her, but she ate him. She ate him in seconds.
Okay.
So that was that.
This is why you shouldn't get attached to the males.
No, I never get attached to males. It don't bother me at all. Not a single time. Like nothing bothers me like that.
Only if it's somebody else's. If not,
would that be different if you raised it from a sling yourself?
Then I put it on loan or something. Then I care because I'm like, fuck.
That's its purpose. Yeah.
Yeah, but I tend to try and stay away from doing loans and things like that. I prefer to buy the male if I'm getting.
Yeah.
For any
loans get so complicated. I've seen so many people fall out.
Yeah, it's just not worth it.
Well, my advice is if you do a loan, just video the pairing because then if the male gets smashed, you've got the evidence.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I did do a loan with Mel and Terry. But as soon as I put the bloody mail in, I was recording it, and she just smashed it. So that was fucking pointless. Waste of everyone's fucking time. And she was well fed. So I mean, to be honest though, Asian fossorials are notoriously notorious bastards. So they are vicious little bitches. You kind of expect it. You have to expect it with them. They're not going to be gentle. Especially if they got headache.
Especially if they live in Cornwall.
Steph has said, anyone need a male? D species Panama. Well, I think it's male. I need you to check, Ling. Right. Okay, so anyone potentially need a male spider that isn't clarified yet? Let Steph know.
What species Panama?
Yeah.
I think Luke's got females.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because I think he had them at Bournemouth.
And I think he's probably your best bet as well.
What? He needs a male?
He's just gone on holiday. So,
yeah, he has just gone on holiday.
Yeah, maybe I don't think
yeah, it's always message Mark.
Yeah, but no, Steph's got a male she needs to get rid of.
Yeah, Luke from Star Spider.
It's just
not mature, is it?
Yeah, I think Luke's got males as well.
Mature. Mank Dave has got a female.
Oh, there you go.
Simon said me. Steph, Simon's saying me.
Simon says.
Simon says, give me a spider.
Which one commented first?
It's a
Got Chris red, green, blue, red, red.
I can't see that.
Yeah, GV.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, Steph says GV.
have you got any projects you got going on at the moment, Scott?
What, pairing wise?
Yeah.
Just paired the OBTs, paired the Auratus, Ince is paired, and then I've just got the Electric Blue.
No, have you got anything like any projects going on right now, like that are incubating?
Oh no.
No, not yet. It's fucking weather's
No.
fucking everything up, I think.
Yeah, I've got to get back to pairing the Auratuses as well.
You should be alright with my Palmer in this weather if you compare them. This would be really good.
Yeah, they're nice and hot, yeah, but I've got no males that are ready, so
Oh.
all my males are juvie
Did you not
or
get
young
that
and stuff
mature
like that.
male that me and Chris spotted for you?
No.
Gutted. That's a bit
The
gutted.
only project that I've got on at the moment is to get my 2 tyres changed tomorrow, so then I'll get my MOT certificate.
Oh, mine's due in January. I fucking hate it being in
I
January after Christmas.
I had to have a spring done on it because I'd snapped one of the spring coils, just driving like a dickhead.
Fucking shit,
So that's
innit?
done. Yeah.
It's your car. Your car's in for service 1st of August. Isn't it?
Victoria's car.
Yeah, she's the Motability owner of the car. Aren't you?
Mine's in fucking January. I hate it because it's straight after Christmas when I'm broke. So if anything's wrong with it, I just have to fucking Flintstone my way to the next show. I'll have to Flintstones my way to Seas if something's wrong with my car. Build a little go-kart or something. Yeah, that's an idea, isn't it? Make a little backup go-kart. I reckon I could take an engine out of a Ninja.
Motorbike.
Get a motorbike engine.
Yeah, do your bike test. Do your bike test.
I've got my bike test. I don't have a bike anymore. I sold it so I could buy a mini supercharge, and then
So you got your full bike test? Full license?
and then
Same
I
on. What bike did you have?
and then
What bike did you have?
I've got R1s up there. I've got a Suzuki Cafe style bikes. I've got a chopper up there.
What?
And then we've also got the 125s for Stan. He's got a CG 125 and a KTM 125.
But you got a CAF racer?
Hmm?
You got a CAF racer?
Old school.
Why have you not said before?
I am. I've showed you pictures. It's rusty orange.
No, you haven't. I've not seen pictures.
Yes, I have. I've showed everyone.
So they're more impressive than the R1.
I've even showed you pictures of me in my full bike gear with my helmet sat on it. I bought a Supercharge Mini, which I fucking love that car actually. But then the Supercharge went, but then I sold it and got a shit car, and then I bought another shit car, and then Chris told me to buy this car, so we chose this car, and I broke this car within 4 months of me having it. So. And then he let me drive the fucking BMW, and I nearly sent him out of his own windshield.
Well, no, I broke the 2 springs on my last car as well, the Leon FR.
Oh, did you? It's fucking I hate cars. I hate them.
It's just like, it's dark, there's a country road, I floor it, and then suddenly there's a pothole.
I'm lying. I love cars. I don't like the cost of cars.
Blame the government for that one. Fucking bastards.
The government.
It's only going to go up and up and up because he wants to prepare for war, doesn't he? So he needs billions of pounds. So he's just going to fuck everybody up this year, I think. Massively.
Mark.
It's about female.
Okay.
Down.
Karnak
We did eat the last male though, and the other male went off to Jaden. So hopefully she's got something.
This
Not
car,
showing
my
any-
car isn't Chris's car. He chose it, but it's not his. It's mine. It's got my names on the car. It's like my the number plate is my name. Everyone can see me coming because it's got my name on it, which is not
What?
a good.
Asian Fossorial, do not provoke. That's what it should say on your car.
Do you know what? I reckon it should say something like that as my number plate. It shouldn't be my name. It should be something like that. I do agree. Maybe I need a new number plate.
Just a warning on the back of the car. Maybe a government house warning.
I need someone to make me like a window decal sticker for my car. A window one there. I don't like sticking anything to my paintwork.
Shane, MK Decals. He's in the hobby.
Do they do window stickers?
That's what he does, yeah. Joe Steve Thornton's Trenchatotastic, all his stuff that he does when he does his builds,
Yeah.
all the names and everything on the outside, that's what Shane does.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need something like that to go on my back window.
But I think it's all, he can do vinyl and all sorts, whatever you want.
Okay. Is anyone else in the chat has got any projects going on at the moment? Has anyone else got anything exciting happening in their collection?
But I mean, I weren't even going to concentrate on any breeding this year. It's just kind of happened. I wanted to rebuild and not breed so much.
Yeah. It's all the conditioning as well for some species and some genus.
I want to keep away from that this year.
Like I've seen some like videos of people just throwing certain species and genus together,
This lady's wandered out.
thinking that they could she's come out. Thinking that they'll just pair their spider and it'll be successful. It's not. It doesn't work like that.
That's been the same since day one. People buy a load of females, buy a load of males, and think they can become a millionaire off spiders.
Yeah, it's madness, isn't it?
And then cry when the males get eaten, and then sell the collection and never return.
What else did I see? I saw somebody else say that
She's a beauty. She is, Mark.
spiders have veins.
Yeah, it's one of my two females like this who are well developed.
Hi, Matthew.
I think people say that spiders got veins and all this stuff because they can't understand how spiders actually work. They can't get it. It doesn't sit with them. Do you know what I mean? They can't understand that something operates different to how a human does.
So memorable misfits. So Alan's got Salmoparis Pulcher, Monocentropus balfouri are next to going with each other. Successful pairing of the INSEE recently. Congratulations, Alan. Well, with the Saricopalma generala, we've got the female. She is conditioning, and the male hasn't. He's quite small at the moment, so I'm just waiting. He's feeding really well, by the way, really well, and he's such a scatty little fuck. He's quite fast, so I'm looking forward to putting him with the female eventually.
Well, I paired the INSEE. The male went down the burrow, and now I can't get a little twat out. But he's still in with the female after about, 2 months?
2 months?
So there's a smaller juvie. I don't tend not to.
But then I've got another mature male INSEE.
Get a fucking pokey stick and poke him out.
That was, well, the other one's mature, although it was supposed to be a female, but it popped out male.
Get the male out. Use a poking stick and just poke the substrate so he gets out.
I'm kind of hoping she eats him in one way, but
How do you know he hasn't already been eaten if you haven't seen him?
because I've seen him.
Oh. Yeah, I would have fucking...
But she's like twice his size, if not more. She is a big insect.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, that's a Chalcodes. It's only been Chalcodes today.
Do you know what I love tonight? Tonight I can clip this live on Mark every single time a spider comes out, and the whole clip will be, and this is Chalcodes.
Chalcodes.
Chalcodes. Different compilation of Chalcodes.
Can you tell what it is yet?
Fucking hilarious. Rob,
But yeah, it's with
day-
handling. It's you get to know the spider over a long period of time, so you tend to know its reactions and what it will do, and if they're amenable to it or not.
Mark does what Mark does, but we don't advocate our handling.
Yeah, we don't advocate handling, but Mark does. Mark is king of the Chalcodes.
Yeah, Chalcodes are the only ones I'll handle.
No, do what you want with your own spiders, but we don't promote handling.
Yeah, and if you're in Scott's group, Scott's Inverts WhatsApp community, it won't be tolerated at all. The librarian will be on your ass.
The librarian is king.
Yeah.
There's no middle ground, which is what I like.
No, it's black and white.
Yeah, but we'll explain our reasonings and stuff like that. So
Jackie says Chalcodes addict Mark.
But basically, the biggest factor with handling for myself personally, probably might be different to Ling's, is if you handle and children see it in any which way form, whether that be on live, TikTok or YouTube video or whatever, and they go, oh, dad or mum's got a blue spider, I'll go and pick that up, and it's a metallic and it bites them.
Yeah.
And then if you also think about what Ling was talking about with the arboreals, with your skin oils clogging up their scopulae, you're effectively fucking up your spider.
Yeah, they just slip around, they slide, and then people go, oh, my spider fell. Is it okay? What's this goo stuff coming out of his abdomen? Well, it's just now ruptured its abdomen.
You dropped it from an inch and you split it, yeah.
It's dropped from the side of your tank because...
And the other issues are like...
Seals climb the sides as well.
If you look how people handle dogs and put emotions onto dogs, which I admit, dogs have got emotions, spiders haven't. Spiders are just a spider, and we put human traits onto them, and then we think, oh, I know what I'll do today. I'll pick it up because it likes being picked up. No, you're just a floor. You are another form of substrate for it to walk on, and that's it. Doesn't enjoy it.
Picking up your spider is just it just satisfies ego.
In fact, thinking about what Ling said again in a previous live about spiders being able to almost taste with their paws when they're walking on substrates. When they're walking on your hands, they're just going to literally taste and feel all the chemicals that you've had on your hands in that day, your oils, and it's going to feel unnatural.
If you turn around and tell me, but I wash my hands before I handle them, what are you washing your hands with? Soap. What is that? Is that natural?
Well,
no.
It's not even that. What are you rinsing your hands with? Human water. So human water is chlorinated and all sorts of other shit put into it, and then it comes out the tap. So it's still not a natural feeling for the spider or a natural sense.
Yeah, generally, if you let one walk up to your hand, it will tap it, and then if they're not interested, they'll just walk off. So you can't really force them.
I do think that you should also learn your spider, because there is accidental handling. So you got to kind of know what to do if a spider, especially if you're pairing, and the male comes flying out and it lands on you. You still got to understand handling, if you like, to be able to put it back again.
Bastion says he tastes amazing. Bastion says he tastes amazing.
Probably like a lemony, hazy flavour.
with a hint of cookie dough.
Girl Scouts cookies.
Jackie's describing her bedroom habits again.
I'm not going to say that I've never handled
Did you reckon?
Gloves, anti-bite ones, 2 pairs.
Well, anti-bite gloves just protect you. They still don't protect the spider.
Right, Simon says, does anyone use tap water or just me? Should I stop? I use tap water every single time, and I have done for the past 20 years, Simon. It's not going to harm your spider. What I do is I will get the tap water. I'll put it in this. Oh, I'm all wrapped up. Oh, so I'll put it in this thing, which is 5 litre water pumper butt thing, and I will leave it for a good 3-4 days before I use it. So I'll leave it go a little bit like stale.
What? With a dechlorinator in it, or just?
No,
chlorine should go to the
Just
surface.
slowly evaporate. Yeah. I use RO only because I was given an RO unit. It's the only reason I'm using it, and I only use it when I'm cleaning the fronts of the glasses because it doesn't. Because Charlie said he uses RO because it doesn't mark the glass, and it's true. But for general watering, hose pipe, I just pull the hose pipe down and just use the hose pipe.
Yeah, tap water.
And tap water,
Yeah.
We panic too much.
Yes.
When it comes to water, tap water is completely fine. And like Ling says, 20 odd years plus. And I'm pretty sure the BTS have been using it for 30 plus 40 years.
Yeah, I've not had an issue in 3.5 years. So, I think some people have said you can use like the same stuff you use for fish, so the tap water conditioner, which is really
prime and stuff.
If you've got hard water in your area, just counteracting that a little bit.
Yeah, you don't need to put any dechlorinator or anything in it. You can just use it. Yeah, so tap water's fine, Simon. What you can also do is if you have a fly problem, forehead fly problem, and things like that, this is being tested and has been being tested for the past year.
I was going to ask you about this. I'm glad you're bringing it up because I forgot what you said.
By taxonomists. So it's been proven so far to have absolutely no ill effect on your spider, your inverts, and that is it's wormer for ponds, so fish pond wormer. So it's anti-parasite solution. You dilute it with the water that you use for your spider's drinking water and for the water that you're going to soak your substrates with for humidity. And what that does is it keeps the forehead flies at bay and kills them, the egg cycle, which prevents nematode outbreak. If you ever buy a spider from somewhere and you think, oh shit, this one's infected, you can treat the tank that it's in using let me find it.
You should be checking every single spider that comes into your collection for that.
So you can get all-in-one treatment, pond wormer, fungus and bacteria.
Is it safe with springtails and isopods?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, because if you think you've got an outdoor pond, it's not going to kill the wildlife around the pond. Still thrives even when you've got your ponds and you're putting it in there. You still get frog spawn. You still get all of it. Right? Pond. So
it's pond, not tropical fish tank.
No, it's outdoor pond wormer. You can use it in your water for your spiders, and it actually acts as a preventative for the spread of.
Alan, remind me to pick some up tomorrow.
I've got some. I use it, and I don't really have a fly problem. So So yeah.
Because the peat moss that I use is great for like no fungus and that type of stuff, but the phorid flies, if you get them in one enclosure, they absolutely explode in it.
Yeah.
And topsoil and compost.
I find topsoil to be the worst. Can you stop?
Are they going to stop cutting peat at some point?
Yeah, they've changed it. It's called soil conditioner at the moment. But as soon as the supplies have been spent, that's it. Unless you're a business, you can buy it as a business.
Right.
So Chris and Lynn could buy it.
I do buy it.
It just won't be available to the public, which is it's a shame. But at the same time, there's so much land in Ireland been destroyed because the peat moss has just been ragged out of the ground. And I mean, the spider side of it's going to be minimal impact compared to the gardening side of it, but it's still an impact. But I mean, this stuff is going to take thousands of years to rebuild as well. So,
right, this little lady's flagging, so I'm going to get her off.
The pond stuff. I'm just getting the name. Bruce, stop.
So yeah, if you're still on when I'm done, I'll pop back on. But if not, I shall see you guys later.
Take care, Mark. Bye, Victoria.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later. Cheers, chap.
See you in a bit, Mark. I'm just getting the name of the stuff.
This stuff. While Lynn gets the name of the stuff, remember to go onto Facebook and give the Invert Shows UK a follow. 27th of July, we are in Bristol, and it's going to be an epic show across a couple of rooms, and it's flipping manusive. And if you've never been to an Invert Shows UK show, get yourself to one. That fucking epic. You can find Ling on YouTube as well as TikTok and the other platform, the OF.
So you can get Aquaristics Pond Wormer. Aquaristics Pond Wormer. So you can get anti-parasite and fungus.
I might see if one of the enclosures that I've got at the moment has them. Remove the spider, rehouse it, and then treat that substrate.
Yeah.
And see what happens. But I'm pretty sure, especially with the people that have mentioned it to yourself.
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
The person that told me about it is quite a famous taxonomist.
Yeah.
So
he's one of my favourite by a long shot.
He's been practicing this observation and research for over a year on many spiders. And
has he paired and had successful pairings and egg sacs and?
Yes.
Oh, you're laughing.
But we call them cocoons, not egg sacs.
Everybody else calls them egg sacs, so it's egg sac.
Yeah. It is an egg sac. I call it an egg sac, but when I speak to him, it's completely different. It's like changing language.
That's called ass licking, Link.
No, he changes the language. I have to just translate what he's saying. But I've like reading papers in German and Filipino and Thai and Chinese and trying to get information out of on things, and then I translate it in a way that I can understand, and then I apply the practice to myself, to my own collection. I think that's the best way of doing anything in the hobby with your own spiders, and that's how you're going to learn how to, because it's not the spiders that need to adapt, it's the human that needs to adapt to the particular spider. When someone says, oh, they keep all of their spiders pretty much the same, I kind of don't.
Red flags, in it. When somebody says that, it's a bit red flags.
I don't keep all my spiders roughly the same because they're from different fucking areas of the world.
I was just about to say, if they're from the same area, temperature and humidity would be the same, but then you might, depends what the spider is, if it's a saur or a boreal, terrestrial, it could be all three.
You could say, oh, the Theraphosa sturmi comes from England. Okay, go to Yorkshire and it's fucking Baltic. Come to Cornwall and it's a lot warmer. You can't just go, oh, it's from England. The temperatures there are roughly between this and that. Because where is that gauging it from?
You could say Scotland, and there's a Scottish island that's almost tropical because there's one of the Gulf Streams or something that brings up the warm water.
Possibly.
I think it's the same island that they filmed The Wicker Man on.
It's very naive to just go by a country's approximated temperature. It's better to find out
locals,
the actual locations, temperature, humidity ranges, and then you also need to consider the temperature of the burrows themselves, not just the outside temperature.
I think it's easy to go, well, it's a country, so we'll look at the average temperatures and average rainfall, which we can do in the UK because we're so small. But when you look at the countries where these spiders come from, for us, it's almost incomprehensible, the actual size of the places.
Well, Asia is a very large.
Look at Asia. Asia's fucking massive.
It's a very, very large continent. So you're looking at, you look at Borneo rainforest and it's going to be completely different to fucking, somewhere else. It's just ridiculous to even be so naive.
And then one of the spiders could be inland, one of them could be coastal, one of them could live high up on mountains, one of them could live at the base of the mountains. You got loads of different factors. Exactly. So 100%, you should be looking as local as you possibly can.
Yeah.
With something like Metallica, there's only 2 pockets of them left, so.
I mean, people find out.
You can go very specific.
People try and find out the locales of snakes and things like that. Spiders are no different. Find out your locale. Give your spider the most.
This is what I find weird with the reptile hobby, because they'll crossbreed snakes, so they've got 2 different locales crossbreeding to create a snake that they've got no idea how to look after because there's not one in the wild. It bugs me a little bit to why they crossbreed and look at genes so much instead of just being content with what's in nature.
It's the start of Jurassic World, isn't it?
Yeah, but we do it in this hobby. I mean, when I come into the hobby, people were complaining about hobby form curly hairs. Yet people are still breeding hobby form curly hairs. Yet you get told, oh, you can't cross Istriata with a Metallica, and it's like, but we're still breeding hobby form curly hairs. They are a crossbreed.
Well, Panthos, the whole genus is fucked. You got H. longipes have been paired with H. gigas, and then you've got these weird fucked up things. I mean, there's random shit going on in this hobby.
I mean, I think some of the genus, like the Panthos, should be left to expert breeding only. And when I say expert, this is like people that can identify between 2 different species, and they've got the brains not to crossbreed them.
Yeah.
So I was having a conversation with Tim about this earlier, actually. We were hypothesising like that could possibly be where DKS comes from, and I think there was a entry in the BTS. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, there was. Ray Hale.
That's the one. That's who we were talking about, actually.
But that's a theory that they have on it.
Makes complete sense because it's not in the wild.
Well, it could be in the wild. It's just that it's not heavily recorded, not as heavily as the captivity. there will still be natural dysfunctions of spiders in the wild, obviously, but it's just not so heavily recorded as it is in captivity. Captivity, we're just fucking it up. One, we literally limit their diet to what is emotionally sound to a human to feed. So in the wild, they will eat amphibians, they will eat baby reptiles, they will eat small birds, they will eat rodents, they will eat small snakes, they will eat roaches, mantis, scorpion, they will eat anything that comes in. They are opportunistic eaters. And
the way you can compare that would be like a human having the same meal, the same meal replacement drink for breakfast, for dinner, for tea, and then the following day the same thing and the same thing and the same thing.
Just a different flavour. You might get a locust because the shops ran out of strawberry flavour.
But the issue is that you're not going to get everything you need, or a spider's not, just from having a roach every time. Because they need that variation. So, I mean, I go between red runners, dubia, and Marios, waxworms, and maggots.
In my article, I did touch a tiny bit on nutritional value between Xiphoba morio worms and Blaptica dubias and the protein to fat ratio. There is more fat in a Xiphoba morio worm than there is in Blaptica dubia.
That's been promoted as being a good thing for spiders in the past, though.
Now,
it's fatty, so you can build a spider up quicker.
For protein, for protein purposes, the dubias are good. Okay, they are very good. If your female has just recently dropped and you've removed the cocoon and she now needs to get better and stronger, I personally will give my females a couple morio worms for good fats in her system, get that back into her. Then the next feed she'll get a dubia, and then if she's starting to get really her appetite back, if she's a big species such as a sturmy, a Xenethus, a pantho, something really big, she'll get a pinky. And I'll chuck a pinky in. And do you know what? It's not messy. They take the whole lot.
Mudahani is probably 1 mile away, and then it, I don't know if it's male or female, will be getting a pinky.
Yeah, they actually need it. And people go, but they don't absorb the bones. In a pinky, the bones are so soft, they actually liquidize as well.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, does it? Because if they don't eat the bones, they'll eat everything around it, and then you just go in. Just go in. Yeah, exactly. That was my point. You still go in and do your maintenance, so it makes no odds.
Yes.
It comes down to the fact that you don't want to feed the pinky.
Yes.
Therefore, because you don't want to do it, you look for a reason why not to.
Yes.
Instead of looking for the reasons to, this is actually going to be good for my spider. I had a blondie that a friend of mine had a clutch of snakes, corn snakes, and a couple of them weren't eating, they needed to be force fed, and they passed away because obviously not absorbing, and the sturmy at them. The blondie at them, sorry.
Waste not, want not.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the circle of life, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't get why people get so uptight about it.
You think about the slings being scavengers. They are going to eat whatever they've got close to their burrow when they start escaping. Well, not escaping.
I mean, realistically, let's say if you kept rats and one died, you could put that in with your roach colony.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you would have to, fingers crossed that flies didn't get to it by the time it was demolished. I hope not, but.
Yeah, but it is, slings are scavengers. They start off as scavengers. Their fangs are not strong enough really to penetrate a heavy prey item. So they will just scavenge off the floor to softer matter to eat.
So you can pre-kill something and then cut it in half.
Their crickets and things.
And cut them in half. So the slings literally ain't got to bite nothing. It can just suck the food out.
Yeah. That's why I feed waxworms to young, because one, they're very fatty. It's almost like premium baby formula or hungrier baby formula. And two, they're very soft. And three, they don't bite, they don't hurt, and they just turn into little harmless moths. So they don't harm the spider, even if your sling goes into molt and you don't realise, they're not going to harm your spider. Whereas other worms, like mealworms, they turn into beetles. And I don't like that. I don't like a random beetle in my enclosure.
They can bite.
They can bite.
As soon as this thing's like big enough, maggots. You can get pinkies, which are like half the size of normal maggots, and they're pretty cheap because you buy them like in half a pint.
Now I did use
put them in a bit bait box, put them in the fridge, and they last last weeks in the fridge.
Yeah, I did use maggots a few times, but I didn't like it because they can climb. Every time I opened my bait box, they were all over the lid, they were everywhere, and it was too much.
Yeah, if you get maize, because they literally sweat ammonia, so if you get some maize, you can put maize in to soak it up, and they can't climb.
Yeah, but
if they get a little bit sweaty, you have to riddle them. You have to put them through like a sieve.
Maggots is that they do eat proteins, so they will. If your spider's just molted and it's malleable with no hard sclerotized exoskeleton, the maggots can potentially start feasting on your spider's body before it's sclerotized. So I don't like using maggots either, because purely on that basis, because it's no different than a cricket biting your thing, except for these maggots will literally just infest its body. I don't like it, so I just stick with waxworms. I'll use nymph red runners, which I'll just pop their heads a little bit, so I won't kill them, but I'll just make them disabled of thinking for themselves. So I'll just crack their head a little bit so that they're unable to.
Always feed creatine electrolyte dusted birds, says Bastia.
Anavar.
So if I go into chat, give them Anavar.
Yeah.
Test 400, a bit of Anavar, a bit of Clen. That free. Boom.
Spider. Imagine seeing a spider with massive, like, huge front legs that are just like. Imagine that. Because they actually.
There must be a steroid that would work with male spiders to give them a bit more of an oomph. But then I suppose they wouldn't produce as much sperm then, though. That's the only thing.
No, but then also their exoskeleton would need to grow to
accommodate it.
To accommodate the shape of the muscle that is building inside.
Yeah. Suppose you could do it. You could do it ready for their final molt.
Yeah, it'd be like a Popeye spider, wouldn't it? Spinach.
Fucking Jesus.
I mean, it'd have no problem lifting up a heavier girl. It'd be all right, wouldn't it?
No, you'd walk into your room, and his enclosure would be smashed to bits, and every female in there would be like literally lying on her back, going, "Wow, he was amazing."
mutant muscle spider, the Popeye species. Popeye. It'll be limited edition to Scott's Inverts.
Right, I'll be back in a minute. I need a wee.
People would expect them to be fucking born that way.
I think I'll be back in a second.
That's all right. They're not real, by the way, what we're talking about. Does sound like an 80s horror movie. Fucking hell. Does sound hideous, doesn't it? Just, I'm losing what I'm doing. Red runners do think for themselves. They're fuckers as well. And they're so quick. They're so fast to fuck off. Like, by the time you've noticed that you've dropped a fucking female on the floor, she's gone. I dread dropping them. If I drop them, the first thing I do is literally slap the floor. Like, I just stop it in its tracks. Like, I don't take any fucking risks. I'm not having any of those escaping my house. You have to have your house fumigated. They just don't stop breeding. Yeah, I've got hissers upstairs. They're not too bad, although I did find a hisser just walking around downstairs not long ago, and I was just about to go to work, and I was just like, what the fuck is that? It looked like a massive shit walking through my hallway. Just looked like a walking turd. I was like, what the fuck is that? And I didn't have the hallway light on, so it was semi-dark, like semi-night in my hallway as I was leaving, because I work night shifts. And as I touched it, it fucking hissed at me and it made me jump. So I had to turn a light on, pick it up, stick it back in the enclosure, went to work paranoid that there was more somewhere. And do you know what? I keep finding baby hissers on my shelves, and I don't know where they're coming from because the hissers are upstairs in the other room. So I don't know where these babies are coming from. I think they're from that female that I found walking around in the hallway. She must have had a load of babies down here, and they've all just escapade and gone on a little adventure around the house, but they won't last long anyway. Oh, Rob's got crickets nesting under his fridge. Rob's got crickets nesting under his fridge.
When we had the Red Runners escape from that delivery, that's where they went, was behind the back of the fridge because it's warm and it's moist.
Did they breed really badly?
Yeah, it took me 2 years to eventually discover where they were all coming from. And what I did was just vacuum, got the Henry out and vacuumed all the little fuckers up in every single sack I could see.
Oh, fuck.
Of Bastion, got some electrolytes ready to go in with my Blondie.
There you go. Scott,
We've got we're going to mix up some protein, whey protein, 60 grams of protein per scoop.
Hey, Nick, is on its way.
We're going to give the mature males some pre-workout mix. Get them ready.
Imagine that, putting that in the water, the spider going nuts. The females would be rattling like fuck.
Bit of creatine, 120 milligrams of caffeine.
Oh my god, that'd be hit. I mean,
a shot of test 400 up its ass. Go on, son.
The Sturmy female and the male that I paired in November, which unfortunately she just molted out 2 days ago. But the female, he rattled her like a rampant rabbit. I've got a video of it, and he literally just shakes her like that, and she's literally like, whoa. And then all of a sudden, you can see her opistosoma pull in where he's had a successful insertion, and then you can see like an elastic band type movement where it retracts quite like a snapped band from where he's pulled his palpal bulb back out. It looks quite painful when the males remove their palpal bulbs, doesn't it? The way it goes in and the females are receptive. Yeah, because
the embolia is not like, it's not like a male. I mean, obviously, humans can get, without being too disgusting, quite solid. But yeah, embolia is literally like plastic.
Yeah, but they're hooked, and they don't they don't unhook. They just pull.
Exactly.
So pull it out and rip out the bits. I mean, they say when you pair dogs, when you mate dogs, the males, when they do the tie, the dogs hook in, so you can't pull them apart because you'll damage them. The way the spiders do it is quite.
The dogs almost have to go floppy before they can pull back out.
Yeah, but it looks quite similar, doesn't it? It's just that the spiders are like, right, you're done, bitch. Don't give it up.
And cats have got more hooks.
I'm not too sure on cats. I don't
that actually cause the pain.
Oh, I don't know.
No, I'm not a fan of cats.
All I know,
my mate just bred his Russian blue things, and he was like, "Oh, Scott, do you want one? I'll sell it to you cheap." And I went, "Do I? Fuck."
All I know on cats is that a cat can have multiple matings with multiple males, and every single one of her babies will be have a different fucking baby daddy.
Spiders can do similar.
Huh?
Spiders can do similar.
It's mad, isn't it?
Fuck, it's amazing. Amazing. I cannot remember the name of the paper that I read, and I can't even remember the species. It wasn't a tarantula, but they paired her up with a couple of males, and in the egg sac they tested the babies, and each baby was like to one of the two males. Fucking brilliant.
So yeah, because they store the sperm, but cats don't store sperm. So what she's doing, she's going round all night banging as many fucking tomcats as possible, coming back being pregnant and having all of their babies.
I've got a name for a cat like that. It is a human name.
And then you've got kangaroos. So kangaroos will give birth. They'll have their joey in their pouch, and as that
and get banged while the joey's there.
Already pregnant. The day they give birth, another egg is already because the sperm's still in there. They've already fertilized the egg as they're giving birth. It fertilizes the egg, so they've already got another joey growing as another joey is in there.
There is the female equivalent is called a chav.
Well, I'm not a chav. I'm quite happy about that. So Jackie, male cats have a thorn on the male penis. Jackie would know. JG's cat.
She's touched them. She would know.
So males have a thorn on their penis.
Does that pop out when it's inside then?
Oh, I don't know. Do you know what?
Like if this is a cat's willy, as it goes in, would then the thorn then go whoop? Or do they still need that movement to stimulate sperm?
Anyone feel free to join us on screen. It's not scary. Look at yourself before you come in if you care what you look like. I'm in pajamas. I really couldn't give a fuck.
I'm ugly as fuck and I don't break the camera, so you lot should be perfectly fine.
I literally don't even get dressed for these lives. I just wear pajamas. So
she never wears anything below her waist though.
I do. I've got fancy fucking PJs on.
I've done lives before now in the spider room in the summer in my boxer shorts. In fact, Tuesdays was done like that.
Do you know?
But why not?
I always do my spiders in just t-shirt and pants. The reason being is when I wear clothes, I always sit cross-legged on the floor, and every time I have a sling escape, I can't find it in my clothes because I'm like, fuck, where is it? Now I'm looking for all the creases. If I don't wear them, I just open my leg and I can see it and I can feel it moving at me, so I can just catch it again and put it back. Yeah. So that's what I do all the time. But one time I had clothes on and I was just like, fuck. And I lost the co-sock sling in my room, in my spider room. And I just still don't know where it's gone. It ran towards me and I have no idea where it went. And I had clothes on, so it's stupid.
I have to click buttons to see chat.
It's horrible. If you want a cat, you got to live with the sprinkled piss all over. Ugh.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
No, I wouldn't have a cat in the house like that. I've got a cat, but he doesn't live in the house. He lives outside.
Donna had a HMAC in her hair last week. Rob's completely naked. He's 29 degrees.
Is that a sling, Donna, or is that a juvie, or is that an adult that you had in your hair? I had a HMAC once. A beautiful adult female.
Not me.
Mine, it escapade, and I have no idea where it went.
Mine's deaded.
The thing is with HMACs is they are, and things like S. calciatum, every time you move, they move.
They fuck off. They disappear.
They do. As soon as they hear you moving, they fuck off. So you're just never going to find it.
They've got like the world's most venomous, powerful fucking sting bite, whatever you want to call it in the world, depending on which channel you listen to. But they fuck off. They're not interested.
fuck
They
off
fuck
so
off.
fast as well. So every time you're moving and you think, "Oh, I'm gonna get it," it's fucked off again.
It's like if a spider knew how terrified we actually are of the HMAC. HMAC could be out all the time going, "What the fuck are you going to do about it, you prick? If I bite you, you know it's going to fucking hurt."
They would.
They should have little do complexes, but no.
Jackie, how do you know this?
What?
Jackie said the male cat has spines. It's okay going in, but it hurts like fuck coming out. How does Jackie know this?
She likes cats a lot, Ling. A lot.
Right.
She don't just twerk for the boys.
How can you know what it feels like? Jackie doesn't just twerk.
She touches up cats.
Historically, at first on. To
be fair, you know, I mean, my friend had some expensive French dog thing, not French bulldogs, dog de Bordeaux, that was it. And he had to manhandle the penis into the female. So if you've got expensive cats and they're not pairing up how you would expect, maybe you do the same thing.
He did what?
He manhandled the penis into the female. It's quite common with dog breeding.
That's hideous.
He kept missing.
I don't give a shit. If he misses, he misses. End of.
And then we've also, me and him, bloody hell, picked him up at like about 2:00 at night to go to somebody's house to inject their female because they were going into labour too soon. And luckily he had this fucking injection shit because his dog was pregnant to uninduce it, if you like.
No, that sounds hideous. I could never think. Marvin, you've got bloody dreadlock. Come to me.
Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on.
Marvin Gaye, come here. Bloody dreadlock. Look at that. Fucking, I brush you every day, Marvin Gaye. Right, go away. What?
You give it a love, then you go, yep, fuck off.
I'm like it all the time with him. He knows his boundaries. I just put the link in the chat. Someone, if you want to come up, feel free to come up and join us on screen.
Yeah, Bastion, you've not been on screen for a long time with us lot.
Who?
Bastion. Oi.
No, he hasn't.
He's got some cool shit as well. Really has got some nice bits.
And this is just a chilled. Simon, click the link.
Oh yeah, Simon's got some nice stuff. Oh,
Simon has me in stitches.
Come on, Simon says.
Simon says, "Come on, StreamYard."
What does he say? Does Simon say yes or does Simon say no?
I don't know. He says, "Marvin, you little bumbleclot." Marvin is a bumbleclot.
Oh, I'm in bed with the baba.
Hi, Louise.
Hello.
So we'll let Simon off. Speaking of pinkies and curly hairs, there's a curly hair queen.
This is the curly hair queen. So, Louise,
what is it, Louise, about curly hairs that just has got you like beyond addicted?
Hooked.
Don't know. They're probably because they're cute.
Yeah, but there's loads of other ones that are cute.
I think I got a new one that I like the most. Well, I got from Steph.
Ah, the Gandanamino species.
Yep.
Well, that's a true spider.
And she just bred those again.
Huh?
And she bred those.
No, she didn't breed them. She bought a Gandanamino species adult, and she just keeps dropping sacks.
Oh, I wonder if she's got any growing on. I'd buy a couple of growing on from her.
She keeps having a flap about it.
I've got my ones in there, like inside the T-Rex's mouth.
Oh, okay. If you put a load of dried spagmin in there, they'll love that.
It has.
Oh, in the mouth.
It's over here. I put it there because it webbed all over here.
Oh, okay.
I
But
love
it's
how
in the
you've got.
map.
I love how you're growing a massive pair of bollocks to paint that wall black. That looks fucking epic.
Let me see.
Love it.
I
Absolutely
only
love it.
done it to piss off my landlord.
Oh, that's good.
He didn't care.
It looked
He doesn't
nice.
care.
It looked nice with some taxidermy on that.
Yeah, that's what
Really
Liz
would.
Bling.
I'm in progress of doing some taxidermy for Louise. She's been putting orders in with me.
Sophie called hanged up.
I think Louise is like, sorry kids, got no food because I've bought a load of shit off Ling and Chris again.
Dick have been well behaved.
Louise is putting a custom
Fuck off
order.
of you, be well behaved.
I think it's going to be.
Last
It's going to come
one
out
I
really good.
bought was
Curly hair.
last week. Only one curly hair. Just one.
How many curly hairs have you got now?
12. Well, one died. I think it's like 24 now. Because one died.
24 curly hairs.
But the mature male died. So
24 curly hairs. She bought 12 curly hairs off Simon. She bought a billion off us.
I got the posh one. I got one from the capital. So
Please tell me none of them are hobby form.
Yeah, she
Only-
does have a hobby form.
I think one that died as well. That died. I think one.
Don't pair the hobby form.
I can't. He died.
Yeah. I'm taxidizing it.
I got this one who's been a twat.
Call it Chris.
No, it's a girl.
Call it Chris.
Oh, well, he got one named Chris. He's in there.
Call them all Chris. Every dickhead spider is called Chris.
The agent.
Would you call it Bellatrix?
Tinky Ling named that for me. I was stuck on a female name.
Bellatrix Lestrange.
But yeah, because she's a very big Posse fan.
This
Bellatrix.
one's Nagini,
Bellatrix Lestrange, though.
the Bucky
Louise is a
Pelmar
huge
Hamori.
Potter fan, so we're sticking with.
Really? How old was Dumbledore when he died?
Although, how old was Dumbledore when he died?
He's 100 or 200.
He's got two ages because there's one age is in the films and the real age is in the book.
Louise did her house last night, so she went. I got her to find out what house she belongs to.
Deadly Hallows? What are they?
Hey, what?
Fuck, that's a bit fucking glue.
What the Horcruxes?
No, the Deadly Hallows.
You've got the wand,
The wand, the cloak, and the stone.
What's the stone called?
the
I thought you were a Potter fan.
That's it.
It's the name of the film, for the Philosopher's Stone.
Resurrection stone. Because the Philosopher's Stone is a big red or yellow, while the small stone is black and weird triangle shape.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. It's like an Illuminati.
I've seen the film like a bazillion times. Got the books as well, which I haven't read yet.
You haven't read the books?
Well, I'm middle of the first one. Don't get sidetracked to what to do.
I read them when I was 10.
Got the big
We
cast.
got the game where it asks you questions and all that shit, but it's pointless because Tara just wins every single time.
Oh no, I used to have the Harry Potter Xbox One game.
Yes.
Harry Potter Legacy.
Yeah, I remember that.
I've got I've got the Hogwarts one. Hogwarts
That's what
Legacy.
I've got. Hogwarts Legacy. It's just
I've got it on my
fairly new.
PC and my PS5. Need to get on my Xbox.
What house are you in on that?
Oh, what is it?
You Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Gryffindor.
I'm a bit of both on all, but I do a new game each time.
What do you mean you're doing a new game each time? How the fuck do you get through the fucking levels?
Just do a new game.
Do you mean
You can-
complete the game and then restart it with a different
Can't
house?
complete the game.
Yeah.
The game is fucking huge.
No, but on my PC, I'm on the last bit of the game where you have to feed the main mission. The guy.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
Simon
the
still
might be
hasn't finished
trouble.
watching them. The Sorcerer's Stone if you're American.
I was talking about Harry Potter.
All right.
What's your favourite Harry Potter film?
My favourite one is the when Hermione punches Malfoy in the face. That was the third film, wasn't it? Because Buckbeak. Yeah, the third film. Right. Yeah.
I
third
think the
film.
Half-Blood Prince is better purely because of Snape's storyline and what
Sorcerer of Azkaban.
Yeah.
kind of wizard he is. Because the
Sorry,
spell that
Jason.
Harry
I'm
Uses
only going to be very, very quick
Snake
because I've literally
made
just
up
walked through the
spells.
door
It was
and
a very
I've got
good-
the dinner in the oven.
good
You can
like
probably
that.
hear the oven in the background.
Jason,
I've
Yeah.
literally just walked through the door. I've been out the house since 5 o'clock this morning.
15 and a half stone now from 17.
Oh, fair play, dude. I've literally just done 2.5 hours in the gym. I've been entered into a gym challenge and now I didn't want to enter it, but I've been entered. So now I'm in it. I want to win it.
I've started the gym. I'm only doing 45 minutes at a time at the moment.
Well, there's
I keep
there's-
ma- I keep-
you've
I
got to
keep
do
making-
so many hours of cardio to win it. And I've worked out. Well, anyway, regardless, I want to fucking win it. And at the moment,
Go on,
I'm half an hour ahead of the person in second place. So I'm
Yeah, go on. Do you get anything or just
Only
bragging
like
rights?
a top, and then you do like an interview for Bannatynes.
Oh, nice.
What's Valentine's?
The biggest gym in the UK.
Not in fucking Cornwall, it ain't.
Not in Coventry
Right,
either.
yeah, they don't want the yokels going. Yes, there are. There is a Bannatynes gym in Cornwall. Yes, there is.
Where?
I'm not sure exactly where, but there's definitely one
Jason,
down there because
is it-
I've looked on the map. That they've got them everywhere.
Is it one of these posh ones where you have to pay about 10 grand a month?
It's not that much. It's not like Lloyd gyms. They're more expensive. They're about 130 a month. We've
For a
got one in
gym?
we've got one in Shrewsbury.
130.
I'll pay £15.99. £15.99 a month, I'll pay.
£50
Well,
a
by
month.
the time, but I
It's cheaper
pay
getting
65
Crewman
a
at home.
month. I pay 65 a month for Bannatynes.
My last gym was £80.
Fucking hell. For 60, 70, 80 quid a month, I'd want them to hold my cock while I went for a piss in their gym.
Well, you've got swimming pool, you've got sauna, steam room, you've got all the classes that they do. They do spin class, they do box fit, they do all those types. So you get all that. You get a personal trainer if you want one.
When's the end of the challenge? When does that competition finish?
It's this month. It's over the course of the month.
Oh, so you could fall behind yet then?
Oh, obviously, yeah. But the personal instructor, she put my name down.
Have
For
you-
it. She said you've got to do it. She said because there aren't many people. She says here that do more cardio than you.
Have you increased your calorie intake to compensate?
No. I do 90 minutes cardio a day anyway.
But if you're up in it, you're going to go even like you might.
I may get up in it by half an hour because the maximum they'll let you do is 2 hours.
Mind you, you could be like, bump. There's the 8-pack.
What's for dinner tonight, Jason?
I've got a Plant Pioneers no chicken tikka masala,
Oh,
which you can probably hear the oven now. I've literally just chucked it in the oven quickly because I haven't got time to do anything else because
can't hear anything.
I've got to get up and go to the gym again in the morning because I start my nights tomorrow.
I'm on a night shift this weekend
Bloody hell.
and
I
next
don't-
weekend.
Yeah, I'm on nights tomorrow, nights Sunday, but then I've got, apart from I've got to go in for one shift, I've got 18 days off then.
Oh,
Lee,
no.
Sean said he doesn't know how you do it at working nights.
I don't mind nights. I quite like nights. It means
Yeah,
I
I
get
do.
all my days
I've worked-
free.
Well, I don't understand how she did
Yeah.
a whole night and then still stayed up most of the day.
I love it when I get called out in the middle of the night because it's like a busman's holiday.
I've done
You don't
nights
feel
this
nowhere
week.
near as much the pressure. You just crack on.
Yeah, it's piece of piss. People just.
Yeah.
I mean, you're tired. There's no getting around that. You're tired, but there's no one there. It's quiet. It's easy. There's no stress. The hardest thing about nights for me is just sleeping in the day.
Oh, especially in the heat.
Yeah.
Oh, I can sleep. I can sleep in the day if I'm in the right area, if I'm in the right place.
So you've started
got
going to the
aircon,
gym now.
Jason?
What you doing? Are you doing cardio, weights, mixture?
Who? Me or Scott?
Scott.
Weights at the moment.
Okay.
All I'm doing at the moment is is literally strengthening up my joints and my ligaments ready for serious gym. I didn't want to go straight back into it, pull something, and then that put me off going back again. So I'm just doing the weights. I'm only benching 50k, but I know
Okay.
I could probably do 80 or 100 with no issue. But I just want to make sure the ligaments, especially at 46, and everything are all strong enough to go with me.
The biggest problem with weights is, first of all, everybody you talk to, you can guarantee whatever they can actually lift or squat or bench,
I don't give a
they'll add
fuck.
20 kilograms to the weight.
Yeah, I
The
don't.
number of people that have told me I can bench, and I've never seen them bench anywhere near it or squat anywhere
So,
near it.
outside of the hobby, I don't talk a lot to other people.
No,
and
that's the biggest
I know
thing
I've got a
with
good
weights
voice
is
in the hobby, but
blokes think that, you know, they all have to act like
Oh,
the big dick that they can lift.
oh, I don't
And
give a
I tell
shit.
you what, I don't see anybody in my gym lifting massive weights, and there's some big
No,
lads in
not
there.
me.
There's
Well,
some big lads in there.
I'm not in a gym that's like that, so and that's one of the reasons I went to this gym. But no, I've got no
You want to
interest.
look into, if you want to get your joints and get all that done, but you want to stick to lighter weights, look at doing Tabatas. Tabatas are really good. It's a Japanese exercise.
I'm just doing what I used to do, but just lighter weight. So it's like legs and shoulders one day, chest and tries, and then back and buys, stomach every time.
Well, you want to do legs, you just want to do that separate, don't you? Chest and shoulder. I mean,
Not at the moment because I'm only going 3 times a week.
Friday is my leg day.
So, like I said, I'm literally, I'm fully aware that I haven't been to a gym like properly for since I was 33 was the last time I trained hard. I'm now 46, so I really want to be careful and just make sure I can strengthen up the ligaments before I then go right. We can go a bit harder.
So, Alan has asked Jason,
Coming on.
is your gym
Coming
owned
on.
by Dragon's Den, Duncan?
Duncan Bannatyne owns it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He
don't know
looks like he is the gym.
I don't know how many gyms there are, but I'm pretty sure it's the biggest gym chain in the UK.
I mean, I'll put my heavy metal on in my earphones, open up the gym door, and then I'll just do my own thing. I don't ask anybody for spots or anything like that. I just do my own shit.
That's what I've always done.
If I need a spot for something, then I'll just drop the weight and just do more reps.
Well, that's better. Higher intensity is better.
So, but yeah, for me,
especially if you're
I've
losing
only-
weight, get lower weights, higher
Yeah.
intensity is better for weight.
I've only been going like 2 weeks, I think it is.
But at least that's like the hardest thing done, isn't it? Which is getting your foot through the door.
Ashling, the first getting the foot in the door was the biggest and scariest moment of
I
my
made him take a
weight
picture
loss
of himself,
journey.
send it to me.
It was
Him.
scary. I couldn't believe how scary it was. Just going through these doors.
I made you take a picture of yourself and show me that you were at the gym. And then when you
Oh,
did do it, I forgot that I asked you to do it. And I was like, why are you sending me that photo? But I was at work, so I was still working when you sent it to me. And I was fucked.
What surprised me, because I mean, when I trained hard last time, it was always steroids. So I was drinking protein shakes like they're going out of fashion, but then eating shit because the steroids just work it for
Now,
you.
you see,
So now this time, hold
the
on.
advice I
So
would give is get rid of the protein shakes and go on to the electrolytes. Electrolytes
so
I found are far better
yeah,
for you.
I'd do it
Far
all.
better.
So now I've got protein shake, which I'll have one a day at 12 o'clock 'cause it's 124 calories. Night time, my food's cooked from scratch and it's whole grain veg and meat. Between 900 calories to 1,200, and then I'll have maybe a small pit, like small mackerel or something tiny before bed, or a piece of fruit, something very low calorie. But I don't eat anything after that point until the following day at midday, when I normally have a protein shake, which is 124 calories and 20 grams of protein. If I train, it's different. If I train, I'll have a protein shake when I finish the gym. Otherwise, I find I'm, really like physically craving food and physically not strong enough to do my
keep
work.
fuel in the tank, remember.
So that's it. He's finding that balance. But I feel a lot better now because, my work is okay. You're out in the middle of a farmer's field because they're putting lime on the ground. Do you know what I mean? And I'm repairing a machinery that's out there. The sun is absolutely baking and it's hot. So I was drinking water like it was going out of fashion and still feeling knackered, still sweating loads. Now I've put the electrolyte tablets into the water. Don't feel like that. I feel fine.
That's what you need. It replenishes the soul.
The biggest positive to eating healthy that I've found is mental focus, mental attitude, my outlook on life.
People don't realise if you eat shit, that the fucking it affects your mood. It affects the way it affects people just do not realise.
I've got so much more energy. I'm not coming home from work eating shit, lying on the settee and going, "Oh, I can't be arsed tonight." I'm coming home from work and going.
There was no one more of a couch potato than I used to be. There was no one more of a bigger pisshead than I used to be. I know what I'm fucking talking about. I mean, do what the fuck you like, but people do not realise how much damage shit food does. Not just physically, it's the mental side as well.
Since I started the diet, my mental focus has tuned in that much that I've managed to go to my managing director, put forward my ideas about the company, and he's now turned around and said, "I'm going to build a team around yourself, and once we've got that team, we are promoting you to manager, and you'll be managing that team." And I don't think that would have happened beforehand. It is just like I said, being able to focus is like wow. With the ADHD and stuff, it's like I can pick from the shit ideas and find the good one now, whereas before I just blurt them all out. It's like I can't praise healthy living enough. It's fucking amazing.
Link, I'm still waiting for the bag of stories that I got from you to molt. They're still dark coloured.
Yeah, they'll molt soon. Mine have started molting out.
I've got these tracks. Well, he molted twice with deceit.
Okay.
I find it repulsive, Jason, that I used to eat McDonald's.
It's like literally the worst food you can put in you. Fungus doesn't grow on it. That's how shit it is.
I drive past it now and smell it, and I'm like, oh no. No.
I mean, it's each their own, but it's technically when you look at the fucking makeup of it, it's not even food. It's just chemicals and shit and preservatives. It's just there's nothing in it that is any good for you.
It's a statement that you said. You know the difference. You know what's good for you and what's bad for you. Why are you eating the shit?
Everybody does.
And if you can get that mentality, and it's a bit of a selfish, snobby one, but I don't give a shit because it's sorting me out.
I mean, the thing is, I've not, unless I've been asked, I've not discussed it because I didn't want to sound like somebody that stands on their soapbox and is lecturing people. Do what the fuck you like. You want to smoke, fucking smoke. It's not my lungs you're fucking up, it's your own. It's the same if you want to eat shit, carry on. But I know that for anyone that puts in the work and effort, the what it will do to you in your life is you just can't put it into words.
when you start thinking or looking into like cholesterol and the shit it does to your heart, and the fact that you can lose the weight, but the cholesterol is actually still in your veins. It takes a long time to get rid of
It
it.
takes months. It takes months to get rid of the shit that
Oh.
that goes into your body from takeaway food.
So I'm not even halfway through that, and that's the bit that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do it.
As you know, it's the same. It's the same when you quit alcohol. What that does to you mentally.
Well, when I quit drugs, yeah, fucked me about for a long time, but much positive afterwards.
You know,
but the thing that got
another one.
The thing that really got me like turned on to healthy living was the picture linked up side picture of me looking up, and that's the picture I put up on Facebook.
Yeah, I know.
I loved it.
I
was like,
I actually said to someone
me
because I remember you started talking. It wasn't long after that picture. Normally, it just takes one picture for you to see yourself, and you're like, "Fuck me."
Fuck that.
That's what it was. That's what it was with me. I was like, it was a picture taking me on holiday. And I was like, fucking, I look like that. And my diet wasn't atrocious then either. It wasn't atrocious. It was just mostly mine was drink. It was just because I was just drinking gin and tonic, cocktails, red wine.
Mine was disgusting. Sometimes I'd have a Huel at 1,000 calories for dinner, thinking, "Oh yeah, that's healthy," and then have like a Big Mac meal at night time. Or have a meal deal from petrol station, like the 3 sandwich, the crisps, like an orange juice with that with sugar in it. It's unreal. Or a coffee, always milky coffees. I don't drink that no more. I only drink black coffee.
The issue was well, not with so much takeaway food, but with junk food that you buy from the supermarket. It's not is that it's made so cheap. I mean, people with families and all that, it's so expensive to eat healthy, and that's where the issue.
Not though. That's
where the issue lies.
It's not.
I spend roughly. I mean, I've just been to Sainsbury's now, and I've just spent 40 quid just on fruit, and that'll last me 2-3 days. And it'll be gone.
So I only have one piece of fruit a day, but my chicken was like, I bought a massive box for 35 quid from the meat market. The meat market is like a wholesale place, so they sell to restaurants as well, but they also open up to the public, and it's all chicken breast. So I pulled out all the chicken breasts, put them in 2s, and froze them all. Or I've only got to pull out one of them the night before. Frozen veg, a bit of rice, and I'm halfway there.
I eat every
but the size of the meals I eat now, compared to what I used to eat, I'm like, how did I eat it? How did I fit it in?
Wow.
You probably still, mind you, when I'm away at shows, I eat double the amount Chris eats.
That's the only thing is like, because I want to go out with friends for dinner, but at the same time, it's just like it could be a minefield, especially if you go to some shit place where they don't put calories on the menu or anything like that. I'll be like, I don't really want to eat anything.
You don't need to calorie break everything down. I mean, it's all common sense. Once you start getting into the thinking of what's in what, you're going to have a pretty good idea. I would say most regular meals now, I can pretty much have a vague idea of what. So, I mean, if you go on the basis of your average Sunday dinner, proper roast Sunday dinner with everything on it, it's about 850 calories, 900 calories. So, you know, there's half your calorie intake for a grown man.
We're supposed to have what, 2,000, 2,500 a day?
2,500 for a man.
I'm having about 1,500 a day.
That's not enough for a man.
I think that's why I've gone down from 17 to 15.5 in what, 6 weeks?
Because it doesn't work that way. It'll stop, and what you'll end up doing, you'll end up burning muscle off, not fat. Your body doesn't burn fat first. You've got to get the right stuff in. You've got to get the right food in, the right fuel in, you should be your height, the height you are. I mean, when I first lost my weight, I was around about 1,900 to about 2,100 calories a day, and I was feeling lightheaded and nauseous.
I did for the first
So
week, very
the thing
lightheaded.
is, if you go into calorie deficit while you're trying to lose weight, you will not burn the fat off. You will burn the muscle off. It will start to your body will start to devour itself. So you've got to get the right amount, the right food in, but you've got to get the right calories. And certainly with someone of your height, your size, I would be saying you shouldn't. You'll be perfectly all right.
I have
2,000 calories a day.
I have extra calories if I'm going to the gym. I'll have like an energy gel before the gym because I'm fully aware that I need the calories otherwise. And then obviously a protein shake afterwards with.
Body
That's a-
needs that all the
Yeah,
time.
probably on a gym day, I'll probably have about an extra 200 calories of. I would say
Your body
maybe no,
needs those calories all the time, though, not just on
Right.
the-
Well, I'm
250,
going to go
300.
and eat some. I'm going to go and eat some calories now. So if you're all still here, I'll jump back on in a minute. Just give me 5 minutes to eat my no chicken curry. I'll be back in a minute.
No chicken curry. But anyway, I can chat all day about weight loss and let's get back on Spider.
Louise,
Yo,
do you have a list that you've got for Bristol Invert Show?
Good girl. Best way to go. You take a list, you find something, then 10 spiders you can't find, you go home disappointed. Don't take a list, you go home with all sorts of weird shit.
yeah.
Have you got a list?
List for what?
What you want to buy?
Well, Courier's is out of the question since you banned me.
Till you fucking see one.
Her husband has banned her.
Oh, fuck that shit. If you're going to ban your partner, you're controlling them. Bollocks.
He's banned her because there's too many curlies, and he wants a different species in the house.
Maybe he can buy himself one, can he?
He has,
There you go then.
Yes. You joined me at feeds them.
but she's spending all the money on curlies.
Technically, I did buy the vegan ones, but one died.
Vegans, you're fucking vegan, you dickhead. Vegans.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I did buy two, but one died. But I'm picking it up from Chris at Bristol.
Yeah, you're picking it up from us on the Bristol show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was DOA. That can't be helped sometimes. Well, you know,
Yeah.
it just happens.
Never judge a company on DOA. Judge a
And I've
company
got a
on what
pokey.
happens afterwards.
I got the pokey as well.
Because DOA is normally due to somebody in the post office throwing a box around because it says live inverts, thinking they're fucking funny.
Now you've made
What?
Bastion think that you can buy vegans in the UK because he's not in the UK.
He could buy himself a vegan.
Yeah.
I don't think you can. I think most prostitutes are definitely not vegan because they all eat cockatoo.
Doodle do. Oh, God. Yeah, so no list from Louise then for Bristol. No?
No.
She's shaking her head.
What about your husband? Has he told you that he wants a certain spider?
No, but he wanted what was it? What Mark sewed.
Curlier.
Oh, a Calcades.
Yeah, he wanted one of them, but I bought him as a sling, but he wanted that as a juvie.
Oh, wow. Good luck with that. You'll be dead before it's old.
Yeah. Better off buying a subadult or an adult.
Yeah. Sub-adult or, yeah. And then you've still got a good amount of time with them. A very good amount of time with them. If it's female as well, especially.
That's why I'm trying to get female ones.
Yeah. I mean, you've got Tillicattle, which isn't, I mean, that's a medium growing spider. But Fauna Palma is quite slow. And that's why some of the Phonopalma species are quite rare, because they just take so long to fucking grow. It's ridiculous.
So now I've got 3 pokies. That's about it. Just 3.
3 pokies. Which ones?
I got the it starts with Regilis or something like that.
Regardless.
Regardless,
And,
indeed ornamental.
One that's blue and yellow. Metallica.
Metallica.
Yeah.
And one I got from you, the P or things
Ornata.
The Ornata.
that was pretty chill to be put in its enclosure.
What's the Ornata's common name?
I fucking shit with
Is it-
common.
Not shellac. No, it's not.
No.
Can't fucking remember. Metallica's
Ornata's fringed,
obviously.
you know? Fringed for Ornata. Is it fringed?
Or not? Yeah, it is. It's fringed ornamental. Fringed ornamental is the Ornata.
Ouch.
Yeah, you are right, Jason.
Metallica's the Guti Sapphire.
Yep, he's what the goaty one.
I wonder where the Guti comes from.
Yeah, I wonder where the Guti comes from. Jason, do you know?
Yeah, I believe it's the province from where they're found, isn't it? It's called Guti.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that. Learn
Makes
something new every day.
That's what we're here for.
Never thought there'd be a place in India called Guti.
Good day.
Is there?
Oh, that, yeah, now you said it like that. Yeah, that makes
Good
sense.
day.
Yeah.
Butter chicken from Guti.
Oh, motherfucker. I've just done my nail.
And it broke.
It's just fucking... Yeah, it did. Start again. Bastard.
You can't blame Chris this time.
No.
Oh, you can.
Well, I can, yeah. I can. I always blame him for everything. If anything is to go wrong, blame him.
What are you?
How's your spike little ones doing, Jason? From me.
Oh, yeah, I was going to tell you. On the first one that you gave me, you want to see the size of it now.
Yeah, it's big, aren't they?
Yeah, I can't believe how big it's got. Both have molted.
Good.
They've made fantastic webs in the enclosure as well. Really good webs. And I've been really impressed with a few of them, because I've got my shelves up now. All my shelves are up in the spare room.
Yeah.
So I've got loads of room now.
All right, people, I'm going to disappear.
All right, Scott.
I've got an early start tomorrow, although I'm not on call this weekend. I've got so much to do.
I'm going to cut my grass and then go to the beach tomorrow. That's my plan.
Got a lot to do before I even leave to go to Wharf, so we shall see you again.
Thanks for joining, Scott.
Yeah, see you, Scott. I'm gonna go as well, Lynn, because it's off. I didn't know it was so late. I'll catch you guys very soon.
Bye,
I'm
bye.
going to end the live. I didn't realise it's 10:30.
Yeah, take care. See you all, guys. It was nice to see you all.
Good
Sorry I was late, but we'll be better next week.
That's
be easier next week because I'm off next Friday.
Yeah.
I'll catch you again.
Right, people. Louise, do not go anywhere. Stay there. Don't press nothing. Don't do anything.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't do it.
Don't press no buttons, even when I say goodbye. Just don't say no. Don't do nothing. Stay there pottering. Right. I'm going to end the live. Thank you very much for joining us. It was a very chilled one tonight without the pumpkin. I'm not too sure if he'll be back next Friday. I will be working, so I will not be. But if you want to catch us anywhere else, I will be on various different things, doing random different things. So check out the other platforms that I'm on. and I will see you all again soon. So good night.
Night.
Louise, say good night. Good night. Good night.
Night.